Hello everybody and welcome to Jim Games. Right folks, we're doing No Man's Sky and Starfield. Okay, these are about the ships. Okay, so this is about two separate factors within ships. This is the inside the cockpit, okay, and also the modification of the ships. This is what this video is about, the differences. It's not a competition video at which is the best. Okay, but I'll give you my final thoughts at the end of the video. So without further ado folks, shall we get into it? I think so. So what we'll do is we'll start off with No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, this is the cockpit. Okay, the cockpit shows a lot more than Starfield. You have everything from the location on the planet to what ships are in the system. In Starfield, the cockpit is based on the levels and energy levels per shield, weapons on the bottom left hand side. Everything else is just fluff. In other words, it does move around when you move around, but you can't really tell what you're doing with it. Okay, it is good, but you can get out and you can walk around your ship. Right, and you can access your inventory and you can do all that cool stuff that you wanted to do in No Man's Sky, and you can do it in Starfield. In other words, you can run up and down your ship as much as you want, right, whilst it's sat in space. And this is one thing that No Man's Sky desperately needs, but it hasn't got it. Okay, so you can go through your inventory and everything, right? So in a way, Starfield wins this one. Yeah, if it's a win and lose. The modification, yes. I do apologise. Modification, No Man's Sky. This is intense. Yeah, it takes a lot to learn the modification for ships for No Man's Sky, because you work from C class all the way to S class parts, and there's per parts loads of weapons in your ship. Yeah, and you've got your inventory as well, which is your augmentation, which I'll show you. If you've never played No Man's Sky, this is what it looks like, and it looks complicated as well, doesn't it? Right? Yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's not glitching, that's just me messing with it. Okay, so you can move parts from one side to the other and vice versa, like that. Okay, and you can arrange parts to make min-max your ship to the absolute maximum, you know. And does it benefit? It does. Okay, because the space battles in No Man's Sky are a lot better than the ones in Starfield. They go on for longer, right? So I'll just quickly show you. You can move parts around, you can parcel parts up. Right, it's much better. Look, can you see? Okay, there you go. And then you can put them back in. Yeah, the min-maxing for No Man's Sky is much better than Starfield, much better. But we'll go into Starfield one next. Okay, with these modifications, it's incredible. But there's one thing Starfield has got that No Man's Sky hasn't got. Okay. You have a ship modification. How it works with Starfield is you install the modules onto your ship, you know, with the ship builder, and this is what upgrades your ship. Okay, so you need a high class reactor to make all your weapons strong. You need a grav drive so you can jump far. You need fuel tanks to get really far in the galaxy. Yeah, you need to do everything like that. It's not just building ships. You mess around with the actual stats as well of your ship parts. If you've never played Starfield, this is what it's like. Okay, so you're min-maxing all the time with these parts. The parts are limited per ship. Each ship seems to have different style of parts, you know, to make for the make of the actual ship, you know. So, and you can get extra ship parts as well. So say I'm putting fuel tanks on here so I can get to the other end of the galaxy, you know. So it's really in-depth as Starfield, right? But it's not as in-depth as No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky wins it for the modification regarding min-maxing, but for ship customization, this is one thing that No Man's Sky needs. Okay, if No Man's Sky had ship customization, it would be incredible, but it hasn't, right? And I don't know why. It should do, right? You know, it would blow Starfield out the water, right, if it had ship modification, but it hasn't. So you can make anything you want in Starfield regarding ships, any style of ships, just as long as you have the money to do it. And that's it. It all comes down to money in the end. And it's the same with the No Man's Sky as well. But No Man's Sky has a creative mode, so you can do it for free. Anyway, these are my final thoughts. Rightio. No Man's Sky does things differently. It was the first one out. Okay, Starfield is a second base, right? It is, but it is a good game. Is Starfield? Pity it wasn't multi-platform. Then it'd be Game of the Year, right? Instead of being slagged off all the time by PlayStation players, right? So, because No Man's Sky is a multi-platform game, right, and you can min-max like crazy, but there's no ship builder, right? And then you've got Starfield, which is only Xbox and PC and has a ship builder. It's a draw in my eyes. Regarding other aspects of the game, there's loads of aspects about the game, you know, regarding, you know, ship hunting and stuff like that. It's like, but I could go into another video with that. Anyway, leave a like if you like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next. Tatty bye.